That comic podcast.
No way. Time? Like the Flash book? Get out of here.
Well, yeah, but
Time travel to Flash book? Crazy. So, no. Okay, for anybody who's not going to read this book, it is the story of the absolute Wally West. Barry Allen is in the book. We do meet Wally's parents, and we see them in a very different light. So having Wally's dad be the general who hired Barry to work on, it looks like the particle accelerator.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, who's the Nick Fury looking guy?
That's Wally's dad.
yeah,
And we don't really know much about Wally's dad. I don't really know anything about Wally's dad, to be honest. This is the most I've gotten into this side of Wally's story, because so much of it is him being the understudy of the Flash. It's so much of it is him being the nephew of Iris and looking up to Barry, that him even having a different figure in his life is just, I'm not used to. So to keep this moving, Barry doesn't make it.
spoiler alert.
We were gonna cover
I didn't
that.
want to say it, but
I
yeah.
said, bro, we said spoiler alert a bunch of times. Barry doesn't make it.
yeah,
But he was wearing a Flash getup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had the
he
little
was.
chest piece.
Right. And is that what is that like? What role does that play? I mean, we saw Captain Cold, we saw Golden Glider, we saw
Captain Cold looked sweet.
the whole Rogues
Yeah.
Gallery.
That was a nice look.
Only
That was.
Rogues Gallery member I don't know is who the Pumpkinhead dude was. In the very back of them, I couldn't
Oh.
tell who the guy with the big pumpkin head was.
yeah. I did.
But you can see they were also setting up Grodd. I love that
Yep.
Grodd's being set up with all the apes in the.
The old, yeah.
And you can see how kind of messed up they already are. So we don't know what happened yet. It ends with a cliffhanger and Barry and Wally going, I don't know what I did. I just ruined everything. But the setup is enough to get me pretty excited for what Absolute Flash can be. More so than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Honestly, more so than Superman when it first came out. Superman is by far my favorite of all of them right now, but it didn't have me in the first issue. Flash does, because I'm more of a Flash fan. So I can see why people didn't like this. Like, Comic Universe guys and I had a whole long argument because they're not Flash fans. So like, that what a boring issue that was. But to me, I'm like, look.
It was cool. Like, if you look at that little chest piece, it's almost like a stabilizer while being in the particle accelerator. Maybe there was something that would have prevented him from maybe getting sucked into the Speed Force.
Possible. That's possible.
And then New Flash would be able to use that somehow.
But also, do you think Barry's going to come back? Because this isn't the first time we've seen this
I
happen.
mean, they
I
always
mean-
do, right?
Yeah, no, this is Barry Allen killed the death in comic books. You know what I mean? Like when after Superman, Barry was the first one back, and they were like, "Well, floodgates, open them up."
Right?
So
They're saying that is the trickster with the pumpkin
that's
head.
Trickster.
what?
Okay.
Who? Wait, who?
Ooh, that dude with the pumpkin head in the background that kind of looked like a jack-o'-lantern.
I did love Captain Boomerang's.
Yeah, he was
Boomerang.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Trying to
cool.
make this
Yeah.
whole world fall.
All right.